You're listening to Real with Coach Herb and B, a podcast that brings you community and culture with your host, Coach Herb and B.
Hey y'all, welcome. We're at Jimmy's Old Town Tavern.
Yeah.
Welcome. There's been a lot of renovations going on. I'm joined by my homegirl B and
Hey everybody.
some guy I've met like 5,000 times and I keep forgetting his name is Dave. And of course, he came out of the woodworks is Mr. Ben
Literally.
and the prideful owner, Jimmy.
Go Bills. Nice to meet you.
There we go.
Welcome
The
to
Bill
Jimmy's.
stuff. The
Oh,
Bill
yeah.
stuff. Let's talk business. Let's keep
boy.
it real. Let's get real.
My favorite.
So we're at Jimmy's today and we're doing a beer tasting.
Yeah.
And so Jimmy has some exciting news about what he has to offer in the coming, I guess, weeks and months about homebrewed beer that he's going to bring to Jimmy's. And so I wanted to have Jimmy introduce himself, introduce his bar, and then introduce his beer as well.
All right. Thank you, B. Great to be here, everybody. Yes, we're renovating the original Jimmy's. We're inside the original bar that we opened in 1997. This
Wow.
building that we're in was built in the late 1800s, 1896, 97, 98. And it's been a million different businesses. It was a bar before we got it that closed down, and then with help from the landlord, we got this baby open in 97. This actual bar, we replaced it once so far in the 23 years. The last time was about, I think, 12 years ago. But when you bartend, sometimes things spill, you're cleaning the floor, it just starts to rot underneath. And when we got shut down because of the pandemic, the first thing we decided to do was just do the floor, get a new
Nice.
tile floor.
Oh, that'd be better.
Nice.
And once we started digging up the tile, whoa, look at that wood. Let's see what's under there. Whoa, what's in it? Pandora's box. And all the demons came out. Woo! And the landlord, God bless the Curtis family, they said, well, let's do the whole darn thing. It's been too long and all the floors have been crooked all these years.
wow.
The foundation's been collapsing.
Yeah.
If you look in the crawl space, which you can't really see right now, it looks like bedrock, like Barney and Fred back there.
Oh wow.
It's all just rocks holding it up.
Yeah.
So now there's 24 brand new footers, concrete footers.
Okay.
There's all kinds of stuff going on underneath that makes it more modern.
Great.
And unfortunately, the regulars are upset. They like the uneven floors. So unfortunately, for you regulars, the floors are going to be level now. So now you really got to know how much you've been drinking.
Yes.
It's the floor, man.
It's the bar.
So speaking of drinking, before COVID, we were working hard on opening up a brewery.
All
and that's
right.
going to be next door, formerly Hazel's Diner. It's our little catering building, just a tiny little microbrewery. Seriously, a microbrewery.
Okay.
And we were getting ready to do that, and we were working towards it. And during COVID, of course, we put everything on halt. But one thing we didn't halt is practicing brewing beer
Yes.
at home. Our brewmaster is Tony Losecco, who is a bartender here at Jimmy's. And he said, I got the first beer that we're going to pour at Jimmy's. And I said, what is it? He goes, it's an IPA. I said, okay, IPA is good. Let's give it a shot. And he said, well, it's not India Pale Ale. He said, it's International Pandemic Ale.
International Pandemic Ale.
So this is the up-and-coming beer of Jimmy's.
Thank you, sir.
It will only be available here at Jimmy's.
All
Okay.
right.
And for now, and these are the first drinks ever at the new bar.
All
Yeah.
right.
Right? The Jimmy's new Old Town bar.
Thank you.
No spilling.
Yeah. Chuck Brown and TJ Rogers, who are building this place, if they see anything hit the floor,
Yeah.
I'm going to be fired. So,
All right.
Cheers,
Salute.
guys.
Salute.
real to real.
Real to real.
Yeah. Jimmy's.
Jimmy's
The
Old
new
Town
bar.
Tavern. Bless you.
Go Bills.
Oh, that tastes wonderful.
It's good, right?
It's
Yeah.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are authentic smiles,
Yeah.
people.
This is
for
legit.
real.
This is good.
Good job,
This is
Tony
actually
Losecco.
really good. Yeah.
It is good, isn't it?
Yeah, Tony did a great job.
Surprised.
Well, you know, sometimes
good.
when you have like a home brew, it's like hard to like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, get
Like,
it right.
get it
and
down?
like, you know, you take it. It takes a while for you to really get it down. So after a few brews,
Yeah.
you're like,
Then you
all
start
right,
to
this
get
is
the
one.
flavor and
This is
It's
great.
actually
I think
good.
we're gonna-
yeah. This is going to do well.
Yeah.
We're going to be challenging some of our local breweries around here.
Correct. Exactly right.
I promise I
Look
did
at her,
taste.
yeah.
I did taste it.
Dang.
Good news there, Coach. Got a little left.
All right.
See, if anyone was to say, it's okay, then you weren't getting a refill.
And you know what? Herb, you don't even really drink beer as much.
No, I don't.
No,
But
it's
when I
slam
do,
that one.
Yeah.
when I do,
I drink.
I do.
I drink independent, international pandemic ale.
ales, yeah.
Yes. If I would have known it would take a pandemic to make this beer, I've been all over it. This is pretty
Yeah,
good.
this is great.
Yeah.
Good.
What do you say the percentage is on this?
18.5. Just kidding.
I was like,
I'm
what?
just kidding.
Yeah,
Timber.
yeah, so I'm gonna need a chair right here, right
Yeah.
now. I was like, no.
I think-
Where are the bar stools again?
I'll have to ask Tony. I don't even have any idea. We're gonna find out.
This is
Good.
Yeah.
We're the
Yeah,
guinea
very
pigs
good.
here.
Great.
What do you beer connoisseurs think?
You know, I like it.
You can be honest, because I didn't brew it, so you can be honest and say it needs some of this
It's a
or it
little-
needs some of that.
I mean,
don't know.
lately
Tastes good
we've
to
been
me.
drinking like a lot of seltzers and things like
Mhm.
that. So like to have a beer now is
A nice
very,
IPA.
very refreshing.
Refreshing beer.
It's not,
Yeah.
it's not a New England, so it's not a hazy IPA, but it's a very
Correct.
solid IPA where there's a strong flavor to it. It's not too mild. It's not going to hit you over the head. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say it like overly smells of hops, but it does have a really great, just smooth taste to it. So it's
Yeah.
very easily drinkable
Yeah, I was
IPA.
gonna say you could probably.
I don't know
drink
what
this.
any of that means.
It's good beer
Really
drinking.
good.
I
Yeah.
think the alcohol
Yes,
content's
I bet.
higher than I thought.
It all sounds good.
You know how you always want to sit outside on your deck, or
Yes.
on your back porch. This
Yes.
is what you drink.
This is what
Yep.
you drink.
Very nice
So go
and easy.
get
After a long
Cigar.
bike ride,
Correct.
or,
After a long bike ride,
Porch
this is
sip.
nice and refreshing. You'll
Yes.
probably
Or
melt
mowing
this
the
down
yard.
pretty easily,
After you
right?
put
Yeah.
those kids to bed.
After we put the kids to bed, exactly.
after you put the kids to
This is
bed.
it. We're having about 2 of these.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So this is
Like-
great.
nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The plan is to have, because we'll have 2 beers at Jimmy's at all times, and
great.
one would be probably this.
That's,
Yep.
yeah.
That's the mainstay, and then the other one would
Well,
change.
introduction
with the
Right.
means. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Seasonal.
Great.
Seasonal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
seasonal.
Nice.
Yeah.
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 So we're looking
An
at what,
Irish
like
one.
one every 2-3 months.
Whatever Tony can pull off. I think
Okay.
in our limited space, we'll be able to do about 18 kegs a week,
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
Not bad.
which is that's
Yeah,
a lot
it's
for
good
here.
for the bar, yeah.
Yeah.
So when we can only sell them here, I'm not going to have capability of doing bottles or cans or
Yeah.
But growlers, we'll be selling growlers.
Selling
Nice.
growlers.
Okay,
Sounds
cool.
good.
Yeah.
That sounds
we'll
good.
be there.
Yeah.
There's a
We'll
few-
take a nice growler. We
We
have
got
tons
growlers
of
in
them.
our car.
Correct.
Just
Just have them in our
ready
car.
at the ready anytime.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
Good.
It's like having a pair of shoes, right? Having a growler in the car.
Correct. Yeah, we're gonna say that. How about that? We're gonna say that. Yeah.
Just keep it extra.
I
Just
don't know what
have
that
one in the
means.
back.
Okay, so-
you gotta keep the growler in the trunk.
So
Correct.
like, yeah,
Right
like,
in the
so
trunk.
like,
It's right out the way.
I play
Sometimes I don't
basketball,
have to.
so
Mhm.
you know you always have to have
Oh,
a
yeah,
pair
yeah,
of
yeah.
sneakers in the
Yes.
car just in case. So you have a
Awesome.
growler in the car just in case.
That is
Always-
actually correct.
When you
Yes.
play
Yes.
golf, your clubs are always,
Always in the car.
trunk.
in the
Always.
trunk. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So check my trunk and see.
Yep. Mine too.
I'm terrible at golf, but I just
Yeah. It's
think-
like an addiction.
if I carry the clubs around, I feel like a real golfer.
Might be able to really know how to play. You know.
Yeah.
So
Good.
That's
Jimmy,
one of the
can you
hardest
tell us?
sports.
Can you tell us how long you have necessarily like been a part of like the events and things like Herndon Live and I guess like whatever else
Real
happens
community.
around here in the community? Like, has it been the whole time you've been here, or has it been partial?
Before Jimmy's, and we signed a lease in '96. I used to work at Champions in Herndon up the street.
Oh.
I was a bartender up
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I used to
And
frequent
so-
that place.
Yeah. And got to know some Herndonites.
Yeah.
And some Restonites. Charlie Taylor from the Redskins
Yes.
was one of our regulars. So we
Always.
became friends with Charlie and all those people. And I bartended around. I bartended in Chantilly and Manassas and so I've kind of been around.
Okay.
And I've seen how back then I was a young bartender. I saw how you could work together with community and with charities and bring people in to the bars and make money for the different charities and the organizations, and at the same time make money for the restaurant and put tips in the tip jar. And I said, wow, this works out good. You know, a couple of beers, and they go, yeah, I'll buy you $20 worth of raffle tickets. Where does the money go? Great. You know? And so I jumped on that little bandwagon before I opened Jimmy's, and I was doing a lot of helping do a lot of fundraisers all around Northern Virginia and DC. I was affiliated with the Fastest Bartender Contest and a lot of different drink contests, all for charities. Had fun with it. And then even before Jimmy's open, we did the Taste of Herndon.
Yes.
Yeah.
We cooked our food where I used to work at Sully, no longer here, but Sully's in Chantilly. We cooked our food down there and we brought it over here to the Worldgate Center. And they're like, who's this guy? Like, try our Reuben balls. I'm like, where are you located? We're not. It's kind of like this, the beer.
Yeah.
So
Right
this
now,
is
Yeah.
I mean, that's really
And then,
good
yeah.
IPA.
the funny thing. One funny thing is that the day we opened was the day of the Herndon Festival.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
It was our first day open. Just happened to happen like that. And
Did
the
you get a good
line,
return? I was gonna say,
the
exactly.
line
Yeah.
went,
It's gotta
you
be
know,
all the way
they shut down
around,
the
right?
streets.
Yeah.
And somebody walked in, we were slammed, we were getting our butts handed to us in here, and we had no idea where's the ketchup? I don't know. It's still in the box. You know, we're waiting for the. And some guy
Wait
walks
for
in
the
and goes,
truck.
Jimmy, how do you feel? You've only been open 6 hours and you got a line all the way to the fire hall.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna panic. Man.
It was great.
But it's easier to say yes than no. So when the YMCA calls,
Right.
or when Herndon Rocks, Friday Night Live, Chamber of
Yeah.
Commerce, like, will you help? Will you do this? If I were to say no,
Right.
suddenly I'm toast, man.
Yeah.
That word gets around. So I
Oh,
look
yeah.
at, like, what if I did say no? Yeah, better. I do have to be careful with some things
Yeah.
that I say yes to.
Yeah.
So usually it's just say yes, but it's to give a little to a lot. I can't do it's tough to do a lot
Yeah.
for
Yes.
just a few. So you spread it around. Right now, of course, with this whole COVID shutdown, it's hard to do anything.
Yeah.
And as you look at these renovations, I just want everybody to know, this is compliments of our landlord
Oh wow,
and the landlord company.
Wow.
that's awesome.
I haven't-
That's awesome.
I haven't
that they
spent a
could do
penny
that.
on it. I
Yeah.
don't have a penny.
Yeah.
The PPP loan has kept us alive.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You know, our little bit of business that we're doing has kept us alive. Rhapsody. That's Rhapsody. Say hi, everybody. Take what you want, baby.
So Jimmy, how do you feel about the changing landscape in Herndon? So there's been a lot of new homes coming up this coming up the street. I know that they're doing some work on the buildings like just down the street from you here. So how do you feel about the change of scenery in Herndon? You've been here for so long. You've been such a pillar of this neighborhood. You're right, literally on the corner.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about everything kind of happening around you?
If it's gonna make the town look better, that's good. When we first came, that was the Sit-Go gas station that was all boarded up with graffiti and broken windows.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gas
Did not know that.
station.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did not know that at all.
Yeah.
Right there.
Car
wow.
dealership.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
which is
right
all right.
which
there.
was nice. We missed
Right.
them, but
Yeah.
but when there was vacant buildings,
Yeah.
you want them to be fixed
Fixed,
up, painted. You want people walking in and out the doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I embrace it.
Great.
Yeah.
They were going to build a hotel over there a while
Right.
ago. And they asked, what do you think of the hotel? I go, well, let's see. How do I say no to a hotel across the street?
Yeah.
Right.
A bunch of people. Yeah.
Yeah.
That did get shot down, actually.
Yeah, but only
People didn't
because
want
it was going to be too tall.
Because don't they have like height requirements?
They have
and things
height
like that?
height restrictions
Yeah.
in Herndon.
Well, there's a lot of people in town that want to keep it small.
Small.
Yep.
And I see both sides of it.
Okay.
Right.
Of course we want to keep it small.
Right.
At the same time,
You can have
you
a
got to
small
progress.
hotel.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
got
like a
to.
boutique.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have had a small.
Yeah.
So now they're doing. So Ben, your question was like now they're doing the whole downtown redevelopment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bringing in the big developers, Comstock, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
doing like a mini town center over there
Yeah.
Yeah.
with hundreds of condos
Right.
Oh wow.
across the street. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
More people.
Fine.
People, Overcrowding, who cares?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? The metro? They say, "Oh, the metro's coming. That's gonna bring crime." And I'm like,
What crime?
I don't know,
I think it's just gonna
man.
bring people and more,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
access. How about that?
It
I
doesn't
think
matter
so.
how many people you bring, crime is going to stay the same
Yeah.
or go up or go
It can
down.
be anywhere. You just
It can
gotta-
be anywhere. So,
But
but
I like it. There's people in DC that say, "Oh, we would come out, but we don't want to drive back." I'm like, "Well,
Right.
take the
Well,
metro
when you
now."
take the metro now.
Take the metro right
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
And so they do. So we get people now from DC that come out.
Nice.
We're here just to have your wings, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's awesome.
And the other thing is, with the more businesses, and even if they're bars, taverns, and beer gardens,
yeah.
right? It's one bar owner once told me that the higher as the tide rises,
Yep.
right, the boats rise with it.
Mhm.
So
It's a really good way to
good
put it.
for everybody.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, used to go down to Georgetown back in the day and just wow, J. Paul's, wow,
Right.
Yeah.
Clyde's, wow, the Rhino and
The
this
Rhino.
bar, tavern, pub.
Crazy horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy, and this is great. I loved it.
Champions.
And I would love to be.
Yeah.
I always said Herndon would be great if we had more places.
Correct. Yeah, just like that.
Right.
Give you
Let's
that
go in there and have a beer. Let's go over there and have dinner.
Yeah.
Let's go over there and have dessert and coffee.
Right.
Oh, we didn't get them all. Well, we got next weekend.
Yeah.
We got tomorrow. So I think it's good for everybody.
Yeah, it's definitely good.
Yeah.
But we are Herndon's first beer garden.
There you go. There you go.
Okay,
So
like
we're gonna
that.
we're gonna move this party
Okay.
over now that
Thanks for
we
listening.
had our IPAs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
International
Pandemic
Ale.
Oh,
Correct.
yeah.
Remember that. So
Coming soon.
Coming
Yeah.
soon to
Hopefully the pandemic goes away.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But the ale lasts forever.
Yeah, hey, this could probably cure some pandemics.
I'm feeling good.
All right, welcome back. We were just hanging out at the bar. Now we're back inside in the restaurant part, Buffalo side. I don't know whether that means the wings or the actual everything else in the place.
All of the above.
You know, all of the above. So we'll just go with that. We're gonna continue talking about everything else that's going on in society, and as well as this restaurant that's getting redone.
Yeah.
And we got a couple more questions for the man over here, Jimmy, and B's always with us, and joined by the Benster,
Is that a new name?
the Benny.
That sounds like he gave you two new names.
Yes.
Cool.
There you go, man. Yeah.
At work, he's red.
Can I ask the first question, Coach?
What's up?
Yeah.
Can we take these off and have a drink yet?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Actually, yes.
Okay. Cheers.
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 What do you guys?
What was
you're-
that move?
You're
What is
drinking
that?
Port City.
This is the
Mind Haze IPA.
Mind Haze is really good.
Oh, the Mine Haze.
It's actually very fruity.
That's from California, though. All right.
Oh, well, there you go
Firestone
then.
Walker.
Yeah,
Why
I
do
wasn't
you-
expecting that.
Why do you
'cause we
think they
cannot
call it
get
the
this
Mind
here.
Haze?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's from California.
Humboldt County.
It's so good. It's so good.
I'm doing Canadian beer.
Oh.
Because you just stole their team in
Oh,
Buffalo.
Canada. That's all right.
We gotta respect all countries.
Go Blues.
Whoever will let us in.
So, Jimmy, what made you want to be or to open a restaurant and bar, and even more specifically here in Herndon?
I was drunk. No, just kidding. Just kidding. I was kind of born into the business.
Okay.
My mom and my dad both were always in the business. My aunts, uncles, grandparents. I remember some say I was born on a pool table. Sorry. Sorry, Mom.
I was like, what?
Conceived, born, I don't know. But I remember being just a little kid and sitting at the bar waiting for my mom to get off work because she was a bartender. Right. And then when I was 12, I was doing dishes at our
nice.
cousins at the King's Inn in Lime Lake, New York. And
Oh, wow.
I was a little 14-year-old bar back, and I was just that kid that grew up in the restaurant, wherever it was. My grandfather was a maitre d' at the horse racetracks out in California.
Okay.
Wow.
For years, he was a maitre d'.
Cool.
At, whatever the name names of the place, Del Mar, and he taught me how to carry plates all in one hand,
Wow.
and how to pour coffee and everything. So it was easy to get a job in this business for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of all I knew.
It's like second nature.
I did some other things. I thought about college for a minute, and I said, well, I did actually go to college. I lived in LA for 4 years. Left Buffalo when I was 18, Arcade, New York.
Wow.
Went to LA with my
That's-
grandparents, and I worked at Michelli's, famous restaurants in LA. And I did go to school. I went to LA Valley College, and boy, I was making so much money bartending and bar backing and waiting tables. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can always go to college. I'm going to make some bucks right now.
Yeah.
And I never really took that college in the game of life. You know, you could take 2 routes.
Yep.
Right.
I'm the one that skipped college. And,
Yeah.
only one kid in the back, one pink little peg in the back of my. Hi, Kelsey. And I just started bartending full time.
Yeah.
And moved here to Virginia when I was 22.
Okay.
Fell in love and met my wife Maureen of 28 years. Hi, honey. And I started looking around at really doing it full time for myself. I was working at a lot of different places here in Northern Virginia, and I kept thinking, man, they can do it. You know, I'm looking at the owner.
Right.
If they can do it, I can do it. And I had to have some dream. And a lot of the customers were trying to talk me into it. Jim, you should open your own place. You should open your own place.
Oh, wow.
Telephone. I'm glad somebody's calling because 435 gyms. We deliver.
And so it
I-
just kept on going.
Yeah, so, and I wanted to do something where all of my friends could work here
Yeah.
or wherever it was going to be, and it would be a sanctuary for restaurant employees.
Yeah.
I was tired of working at places where you got in trouble for, you know, eating a cucumber. Oh, did you
Yeah.
ring that up? Did you clock out?
Right.
Just too many rules, and and
Yeah.
I just wanted it to be easier for the staff.
Yeah.
So I just thought I'd just be the most easygoing, you know,
More like a
spineless
family.
owner.
More like a family, yeah.
More like a family.
That's awesome.
And then a lot of the customers and family were saying, why don't you do your own? And I would say, I will when you give me the money to do it. 'Cause I didn't have any money.
Right.
I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I knew how to bartend. I knew how to DJ. I loved that atmosphere.
Awesome.
And they started saying, well, we'll give you how much you need. I'm like, I don't know. They go, I'll give you 40,000. I'll give you 20,000. I'll put in 10,000. I'll put in $1,000. I'll put in. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is this the Americans? This is what it's all about.
Yeah.
And you gotta pay us back with interest. All right, how does that work? So I started looking around. We almost signed a lease in Gainesville when it was nothing out there.
Yeah.
But they were building this live concert venue,
Yeah.
Nissan
Oh, okay.
Pavilion.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, "Ooh, we're going to be out there." And I was really trying to open up in the Gateway Plaza out in Gainesville.
Oh, yeah.
And that right,
Yep.
right there, everything. Now it's a whole city out there.
Yeah.
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 Used to be
Whole
It's real.
city.
It's really built
Yeah,
up
just
out
farms,
there.
farms,
Yeah.
like
farm country.
Yeah.
Now
Uh-huh.
it's-
Yeah.
I don't even know which way I'm going out there anymore. It's a Flintstone freeway.
Yeah.
A guy I worked with, Roy Crawford. He works here at Jimmy's to this day. We were working together at Sully's in Chantilly's, Sully's Restaurant and Lounge.
Yeah.
And Roy's reading the newspaper and he says, "Hey, look, there's a place for lease in Herndon. Let's do it together. Let's do it together." And he talked me into it, except he couldn't come through with any funds. And telephone! Woo! It feels good when that phone rings. Sir, can you answer the phone? Thank you. But Roy's been with us from the beginning, and I came and looked at this place. When I came to look at it, it was like one of those old houses where you walk up and the doorknob falls off in your hand. And
Yeah.
it creaks and you, oh honey, I love it. It's a fixer-upper. All it needs is a little paint and some curtains. And that's what we thought. And,
Yeah.
you know, we thought we could get in for really cheap and just borrow a few bucks from the certain friends and family. It turned into more than that, but more people came through. It was like an old Amish barn raiser where all my friends and family all got together, about 40 or 50 of us, and renovated.
That's awesome.
I guess to back up just a little, the landlord said, "Yeah, I like your concept. I like what you're about and what you want to do with the place. And he had other offers here.
Okay.
He said, oh, you had a guy who wanted to make it a pizza place. He had somebody who wanted to make it a dress store or something. I don't know. And he said, we're going to take a chance on you, Jimmy. And I said, you're really taking one because I got no collateral, you know.
Yeah.
I'm walking in green.
Yeah. And he said, well, as long as you pay the rent on the first of the month, I don't care what you do. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And he helped. It's the Curtis family. They're awesome. And when we signed the lease, I was shaking all over. Like shaking. And my wife, Marie, says, do it now. Otherwise, you'll never do it.
Yep.
If you wait till you're old, you'll change your mind.
Yeah.
If you wait till you actually can afford it, you won't want to spend the money.
Yep.
She said, plus, if you don't do it, I don't want to hear about it the rest of my life. About, I should have opened that place. Somebody else did, and look how busy they are. So it was a chance. You know?
Yeah.
It was like skydiving or something. It was it scared to death, but excited too at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember going to sign the lease, and I couldn't even walk. I was shaking all
like
over.
that, huh?
It's like I just came out
Wow.
of a horror film. Shine all these. Everybody came together and helped build the place. Most everyone did the construction and the painting and everything for beer
Nice.
in the beginning.
Great.
And
We'll always work for beer.
yeah, beer and food. And
Beer
they
and
said
food.
after you open, I would give them gift certificates. So we had a login.
Okay.
Like, how many
Yeah.
hours did you work this week, Ronnie? It's like 42. Okay, I owe you $420 worth of beer and food.
Yeah.
$10 an
Nice.
hour. So when we opened,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it was.
and that's where
Okay.
Uncle Dave was a big part of that. David J.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say.
He was our
David J
architect.
was-
He came
yeah.
in the first day and he said, "You need an architect from Buffalo."
So, yep.
And
How crazy was that connection, right?
it was, I don't know if it was God or the devil.
Yeah.
But they put me and Uncle Dave together. Yeah, so we did it. We signed a lease, which was just a random day. Happened to be Veterans Day, November 11th, 1996.
Wow.
Didn't pick that date. I didn't even know what day it was.
Yeah.
I just signed it. Oh, that was Veterans Day. Okay. So our anniversary is always Veterans Day of the day we signed the lease. But then from November to May, this is 96 through 97, as we were renovating and building, not this side, that side over there, all of a sudden we got our permits and licenses. We could open on a certain date. I didn't even know what the date was. I didn't care. And it was Memorial Day.
Wow.
So we got our license to sell alcohol on Memorial Day. So
That's awesome.
First,
Yeah, that worked out really well.
Yeah.
So Veterans Day and Memorial Day
Right.
Yeah.
just happens. The stars are aligned. And then right after Memorial Day is the Herndon Festival. So
Yeah.
for that week, we did these soft openings, friends and family, just
wasn't
testing the
soft.
water.
I'll tell you that.
And then our first day open to the public was the first day of the Herndon
Yeah.
Festival.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was
And it's
not
just
soft.
been a woo! Since then, it's just, and there's no getting out of it now. In
Yeah.
it forever.
I was gonna say, so
know.
you mentioned the whole like nervousness feeling of opening up, and
Yeah.
you know, a weird kind of circle. Now we're in this time, and I know there's a lot of nerves, and you know, you're mentioning it's great to hear the phones kind of ringing out. What things have you guys implemented here to help keep business going during this crazy time that we're in right now? Obviously, there can't be as many people indoors because
Correct.
of the regulations going on
Yep.
right now. But I know you've talked about to us a little bit seats outside
Yep.
and the phone and things like that. So can you talk a little bit more about some of the things that you guys have started to kind of maybe ramp up a little bit more doing now that you're kind of your hand is forced to do that to stay in business?
Yeah. After 23 years of just being busy and being full all the time, suddenly getting the carpet ripped out, not just us, the whole world.
Yeah.
So, you can either fold and give up and go crawl into your little ball and
Yeah.
say heck with it, or let's do what we can. Let's make lemonade out of lemons.
Yeah.
Let's
Yep.
do what we can with what we have.
Yeah.
So mentally, it's not been the easiest
Yeah.
thing. Financially, that's a joke. But right away, the landlord said, "We're going to work with you.
Yeah.
We don't want you going anywhere."
Yeah, which is awesome.
So
That's
you
amazing.
pay the rent when you can, or if you can't, you don't. Whatever.
Yeah.
And also our bank is, I got to put a plug for M&T Bank, and they helped us with the expansion that we're sitting in.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I got this loan that I'm paying back. So they call. We don't want you going anywhere.
Yep.
You owe us money. So they said, we're gonna help you. We're gonna help you.
Was
Anything
that
you
a
need.
courtesy call? Was
Yeah,
that...
kind of.
Nice.
You know. So they've been. So once I had the landlord and the bank, and then the family, and then the staff, and everyone, and it was St. Patrick's Day, and they said we're gonna do whatever it takes to keep this place going.
Yeah.
So what could we do for business? Well, that was delivery and takeout right away. And we had just bought our new catering van. It's a big, beautiful van sitting right out there because we were catering like every weekend and Friday Night Live and all
Yeah.
these
Yep.
festivals.
Yep.
And suddenly the van's just going to sit there. So, well, now it delivers. So we'll bring wings right to your front door.
Front door.
Awesome.
Ding
Yeah.
dong, Jimmy's Wings are here.
Jimmy's Wings.
That's awesome.
So we've been delivering from day one, which we never did.
Yeah.
So we had to do that to survive, and a lot of takeout where if you want to pick your food up and take it home, you don't have to come inside, just you're outside, and we set it on the table. And,
Yeah.
we really had to push that, and then we started promoting our T-shirts and our hats.
Yep.
And we
There
bought
you go with your
growlers.
shirt.
Yep, there they are, looking good.
Looking good.
Think pink, baby. And like the backs of the T-shirts, you
Yep.
notice have numbers that signifies how many years we've been open. So the backs of their shirts have 23 for 23 years.
That's awesome.
And then we bought growlers, so we sell the growlers. And when they said you can sell, it was kind of funny because, well, not too funny, but we returned all of our liquor. We had all this liquor in stock. We got ready for St. Patty's Day like you wouldn't believe. So we returned thousands and thousands of dollars worth of liquor. And next thing you know, the government says, "Oh, you can sell liquor to go now."
And now you got to go buy it.
So now we start
Yep.
buying it again. We're like, same bottle I just gave you, you know.
Buy back.
All you gotta do
so-
is press enter again on the computer, right?
Just hit return.
We need this.
But we
Real.
got the whole staff. I got to give a shout out to Sarah Miller, our bartender, and all the bartenders and the staff. They really worked closely together to create cocktails to go.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
And
Yeah.
we would put them in, and we still do it. But it was really popular when we were completely shut down, just
Yeah.
delivering takeout. And I call it the egg drop soup containers.
Nice.
So we got those, and we
Yeah.
would label them. So we came up with all these different drinks, you know,
cool.
specialty sangrias and margaritas, and that was kind of popular.
Nice.
And that and the growlers. And now the other funny part is you have to order food to have these cocktails to go.
Uh-huh.
So you can get a side of coleslaw for 25 cents and
And get
two
your-
margaritas.
Yeah.
That's why you have to be the best. Must have
Yeah.
sold out with coleslaw, huh?
So we did that the whole time, and then when they said you can open up the outdoors with extended seating, we worked with the town to get more seats on the sidewalk. And the town, like in one day, they gave like 50 or 60 restaurants in Herndon
See, I love that.
That's
permission.
really awesome. Yeah,
ABC
that's awesome.
is
That's
like
good,
whatever
yeah.
your town
Yeah.
says,
Oh, awesome.
and it's pretty cool because there's tables down there on the sidewalk, and the servers gotta walk like through traffic, and wait for the cars to go by up and down the alley. Then here's your drinks, and then they gotta look
Yeah.
both ways. And so it's
That's
been
awesome.
It's been a challenge
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. That's good that you guys have been able to adopt. Like it's
Yeah.
a real testament to your guys' strength and your guys
And the
will to
community.
survive. Yeah, the
Correct.
community to,
Yeah,
to
to
keep
come
ordering,
together
to
and-
still doing
yeah.
This is
that.
what we were given.
Yeah.
You got to do your best with it.
Do
Yeah.
what you can.
You picked a really great spot. You created a great culture here that people want to continue to support. There sounds like that business model that you came up with of based creating a more family vibe has resonated just outside these walls. It's
Love it.
it's
Yeah.
kind of permeated through the community. So you've done an
Love
amazing
it.
job.
Yeah.
It's been a village that's done
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just
The village idiot.
I'm the one that was dumb enough to sign the lease. There was in the very beginning there was 3 of us, and I mean of course my wife Maureen
She's actually the boss.
she's the boss. But there's Chuck Brown and Justin Fedoracek that we worked together before Jimmy's. We bartended, waited tables together, and they promised. They said, "Let's open it. You open it, you sign it, but we'll stay there and we will never leave you." And Justin has been a full-time bartender and manager here since day one,
Nice.
5 nights a week. And Chuck's still with us. He's our contractor full-time. He's something breaks, he's right here. He'll still come in. Now his kids work here, so
Right.
they haven't left me. And then there
Awesome.
was a lot of others that have came on right after we opened. They've been here forever. TJ Rogers been here
Yeah.
forever. There's so many. Gizmo, I've got the legendary Ray Gizmo Ward, who's been a bartender all
Yeah.
over. He's a franchise bartender. He's worked everywhere, but we're stuck. I mean,
Awesome.
we have him. And I can't mention them all. There's too many staff to. But Rosa,
Everybody,
Marty,
yeah.
everybody in the kitchen. Rosa's been here 22 years. Marty, Richie, Dion, they've all been here forever.
Wow.
And you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, kind
I
of
like that.
thing.
Definitely.
And usually at the end of our podcast,
Family.
we like promote a small business. So
I
you are
know.
the small business that we are promoting, and I feel like you've done an amazing job promoting yourself. But is there anything else that you want the folks out there to know about Jimmy's, or anything that you want to reiterate to them about what's happening?
If you're watching this, keep supporting local podcasts.
Yes.
That's important. This is a great way of getting the word out, not just for me, but for all the small businesses and
Right.
everything that these beautiful people right here want to talk about and promote. If you're too far away from Jimmy's, we'll deliver up to 10 miles, but if you're just too far away and you want to support a small business like Jimmy's, you can go to our website, jimmystavern.com, and you can purchase, and we'll mail it to you. You can purchase our shirts and our hats. You can also buy bricks. Have you seen our beer garden? Where
Yeah, I did.
Yes,
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like those.
And I stole that idea from Herndon High School and the VFW.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
you can get
Yep.
So we have different areas in our beer garden where the regulars have their bricks, and
Right.
or corporations. We
Yeah.
have Corporate
Yeah.
Corner, and we have Memory Lane where there's bricks. Some of the people that passed away that were regulars here, or they worked here and they're no longer with us. They have commemorative bricks out there. Some of them have their ashes underneath them.
Oh,
and
that's-
you can go out there and
that's
have
nice.
a drink.
Yeah.
With some-
That's awesome.
and I know they're not really here; they're up there, but their spirit is here.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just when you see the brick,
Yeah.
Brooklyn
Yep.
Tommy, you know what? He used to
Just
drink
good
Chamber.
cheers.
Right.
So to all that have gone
Cheers.
before us,
Correct.
and I think they're listening and they know that we're toasting them.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So yeah, you can support us. Buy a brick, buy a hat. Her-
Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
Thanks.
Appreciate
Thank
it,
you.
Jimmy.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for joining
Thanks
us.
for hosting us. At
Correct.
Love it.
Yes.
this lovely
Yes.
establishment. Even though
Yes.
there's a lot of Bill's stuff all over the place.
Sorry.
We'll let you pass with that because you guys have struggled.
Yes.
You know.
Starts with empathy.
Yes. So you have to be nice to the Bills fans and everybody else that's out there.
We've
okay?
heard that.
Yes.
Every single touchdown lost or
Hey,
made.
all right. Let's get through this little. But no,
All right.
Coach is part of it too. When we built it, was I just wanted not just all about me, but what's wrong? I like the Bills.
Right.
Yeah.
I like the Sabres.
Yeah.
Yep.
I play foosball.
Yeah.
I like rock and roll. So we started, just like, let's do all this. I
Yeah.
like beer. I like buffalo wings.
Yeah.
Right.
Just hopefully other people like all this too.
So do
Once you
I.
bring beer, wings, and like food, any type of anything
Beer, wings, and
together.
friends.
Yep.
Yeah. And I like happy people and friendly
Yeah.
people. And,
Yeah.
Regarding the
Nice thing.
staff, it's like if they're good people, we keep them.
Awesome.
If they're nice, we keep them.
Yeah.
If you're friendly, you can come in. There's no dress code, by the way. Just manners. That's the dress code.
I
Manners.
like
great.
that.
Yeah.
So do
Number
wear
one
shoes
requirement,
because
manners. Yeah.
the floors are brand new, so we don't
Yeah.
want to scuff them up with your bad feet. All right. On that note,
All
we're
right.
going to finish up.
Yes.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Appreciate you
A lot of
letting
cheers
me
going on today.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Thank
It's
you
a good
for
day
having
for
us.
a beer.
Until we meet again, subscribe, like, check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, all of the podcast places.
Podbean.
Thanks.
Go Bills.
No bills.
The Real to Real podcast is presented by Herbert Williams Beffo and Bianca Mosquitis. Our producer is Ben Runyon. Our technical director is Nick Patry. Audio and video lead is Megan Kottner. If you enjoyed this episode, please follow and like us on Facebook and Instagram at Real to Real and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, or anywhere else podcasts are found. While you're at it, if you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes. It's been real with Coach Herb and B.